Hey all, here OS Reviews. During the summer, we checked out a cool gadget from Torras called the Coolify 2. It was this wearable neck-style quote-unquote air conditioner that has these conductive pads on the inside, which is super cold once you turn it on, and through targeted contact with your skin, combined with the fans, makes you cool down in the summer heat. It's a pretty cool concept, and this product also has a heating mode, which wasn't really useful during the summer, but now as we're heading into winter, it becomes more applicable. With that being said, as far as heaters are concerned, making your neck and head feel warm is great, but oftentimes hands are the first part of the body to really feel cold. This is their Uniwarm. You can more precisely tweak the temperature, and perhaps more obviously, it's in the shape of a pillow, so it's really cute. Maybe it's not quite as practical in the sense that this definitely takes up more space. You're not going to be really traveling with it per se, but for something that you use maybe in bed, on the sofa, snuggle with, and keep you warm during the harsh winter time is a compelling concept here in the winter season. So under 3 seconds using graphene, it will get up to 140 degrees. As an enclosed area, it also is going to be better in terms of not letting the heat escape quite as easily. It's also kind of a soft pillow, so if you are falling asleep, for example, and you kind of lie over it or rest your head on top, it makes the design just a little bit more cozy and cute, in my opinion. It has intelligent turn on and turn off functionality, so when you take your hands off, it will turn off to conserve on power, which is pretty neat. It has LED lights that will tell you the status, a 5,000 milliamp hour capacity battery, which can last up to 4 hours on a full charge. It takes about 2 hours to top up, so the battery size, I think, could be maybe a little bit larger, to be completely honest, but it should suffice. In terms of price range, this product though is a little bit on the higher side compared to a conventional rechargeable hand warmer. It's actually selling for a little north of $100, so you are paying a bit of a premium for the extra sensors as well as the kind of pillowcase enclosure. So of course you can find more budget alternatives, but this is definitely kind of a unique addition that you can consider if you want something a bit more cozy while heating up your hands. Could be a very good gift idea, and it's presented quite well. It says simple but unique, Torras logo, and this magnetic box flips open, and inside here we have another pamphlet that contains the user guide. Pretty well presented, as expected from a relatively premium hand warmer, wrapped in tissue paper, and then we have, of course, the unit itself. And last but not least, you'll also find a tiny box containing the USB Type-C charging cable. One thing to note is that the Uniwarm only comes in one color, which is this gray version for now. A delicate microfiber that is padding all of the sensors and heating components on the inside. And then we have this display which will turn on to life as you start rotating this dial. It's very simple to operate, and the colors of the ring here will also change depending on the heating mode that you're on. For example, the further up that you go and get into the hot territory, you'll see that the LEDs will gradually get more and more red until it reminds you that you're at a blistering high temperature, until you turn it down and it gradually gets more and more damp in terms of color. So it's very simple in the way that it operates, but overall quite effective in terms of giving you a gauge of the mode that it's on. You can also take a look at the battery percentage remaining underneath this display. Very easy to use. Otherwise, flipping it around, we have just a Type-C port for charging, and that's pretty much it. So extremely simple. A bit of branding info is also contained there on the edge, and it will present itself as a very comfy experience. Even just leaving it at around 2 or 3 was already very comfortable in terms of the temperature, and indeed it's lightning fast in terms of getting it heated up. You'll feel that impact almost instantly, and then you are going to be nice and toasty once you take your hands out. With that being said, there are a few limitations as a result of this super cute plush surface, one of them being that it's not really waterproof. So if you are taking it outdoors while it's snowing, for example, then that's probably not the best idea for you to get that on top of the surface. It's still primarily for indoor usage. And as a result, I personally find that it can go all the way up to level 8, yes, but that is kind of an extreme temperature considering you're not really using it outdoors where it might be even colder to begin with. So that's something that maybe they could consider in the future, adding maybe some type of waterproof surface onto the top, and the fact that you aren't really able to necessarily wash this thing. So you have to kind of be more careful around it, not to spill any liquids, and wipe it down after a while compared to something that is more of a hard surface. Doing a final size comparison with a regular portable hand warmer, warmer, which gets a similar temperature but takes a little bit longer to achieve that. And oftentimes you'll be putting this into one pocket, so the other hand can't really feel that heat. Plus, the heat will dissipate more quickly because you don't have something enclosed on it. And then a final size comparison with your Coolify 2 kind of neck style heater and cooler, just to get you another size comparison. So that's more or less it as far as our quick hands-on look at the Torras Uniwarm. It's a very simple product at the end of the day, but overall it's well engineered in the sense that all the dials and controls are super intuitive. The heating does work really well. Really, it's the simplicity of it combined with the elegant LEDs as well as the kind of effortless, super quick heating that is impressive to find. Now, if they really wanted to make this thing even smarter, perhaps it's overkill, although they could consider as a premium product, maybe adding in Bluetooth, having a companion app where you can set timers to, let's say, turn it off after 30 minutes of usage automatically after you fall asleep. That could also be something nice to consider. Although it's pretty ridiculous to think of a pillow having a companion app, but we're getting there, especially when you're looking at a unit that is, again, a little bit north of $100, so not the cheapest in the world, but still very comforting, and I can't deny that it definitely works well as far as the hand heater is concerned. You can check out more details if interested in the links down below, but that's been the cute yet functional Torras Uniwarm.